G'day lads, well here's one for yous. Hey Gov, this bloody sound like a friggin... Anyway, here's one for yous. So I have gone through, I've got key fobs from eBay, key fob from Bunnings, a key fob from my nephew, another key fob from eBay, and then another key fob from eBay. So I've gone through a lot of money playing around. And my original remote. Okay, so basically the only key fob that works with my car is the original key fob. All this other muck around was just a waste of time. Now, that's not saying that these key fobs don't work with earlier models. I've had other issues with my car being a 2000 model. Insurance won't recognise it as a 2000, they insure it as a 99. NRMA doesn't, or the road safety, whatever it's called now, doesn't recognise it as a 2000, they recognise it as 2001. It's kind of like on the crossroads. So I don't know if that plays part of what BCM and ECU combination and everything is in this particular car. But I do know that unless it's an original remote, it's not going to work with this car. Now, I had an aftermarket kit put in this car. I've got a video about doing that. I decided that I wanted to go back to original and use the aftermarket kit in a different car. So I figured, I know that my central locking still worked. It was just the remote that was buggered up, and the remote costing, to replace this, $120. I figured an aftermarket kit was $30 or less. It was easier just to wire in an aftermarket kit, or cheaper anyway, not easier, cheaper. But I decided, bugger it. I've resoldered this remote, so it works again, but it's still a bit dodgy, so that's why I ended up going with an original one. And I'll swap the cases over so I can use the 2 buttons on this one here, because it is a 2-button remote. It's just the casing is a 1-button remote. Anyway, so all these remotes failed me, and I'll show you. So we'll go through the process of doing the key fobs. So open the door, close the door, accessories on, 1, 2, 3, door cycles down, so it's locked. And now I'll press the one I got from eBay here, cycles, perfect. My original, I don't want to do the boot. That took a bit, but I know it's a dodgy remote. eBay one, 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000, 5 1000, nothing. One from Bunnings, 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000, 5 1000, nothing. Another eBay one, 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000, 5 1000, nothing. The one from my brother is BA. Now this one sometimes works, but does nothing. Okay, this time it does nothing. But sometimes this one will actually trigger it, but then, like, the doors will cycle, but then the buttons do nothing anyway. Okay, so ignition off, door unlocks. Now I can use my remote. If I get the button right. That there, how the door just beeped then, that's because I need to put the key in the door, lock it, unlock it, so the car knows that I've unlocked it by key. Now I'll do that again. Come on, work. Okay, it wants to play funny buggies, but I'll show you that in a second. And the eBay one, perfect. Okay, so that's working there. Now I'll show you how to get past that beeping, because it's telling me the door's open when it's not. So, hang on, I'll do it again. So, lock, unlock, I should just leave the keys in the ignition in case it does it again. Alright, so remote. Yeah, see? That fixed that. So if your car's doing that, it beeps at you, it's because you're locking and unlocking the car, but the ECU still believes the car's unlocked when you've locked it because you haven't locked it properly by the key yet. So that overcomes that problem. And all these remotes here, nothing. So thankfully, well, Bunnings won't accept that back because it took me a month to get around to trying it, and even though it's in its packet still, it's a special order in with Bunnings, no go. This one here I'm sending back today. Thankfully the eBay seller said that he'll happily refund me. And these two here, the seller won't refund me, and eBay agreed with him that he reckons that I was just programming the car wrong and wouldn't accept that the fobs didn't work because there's two of them, or at least one of them should have worked. So therefore he thinks it's my fault and I have to wear it. Sometimes eBay's on our side, sometimes it's on their side. Anyway, I'm happy with the end result of I've actually got a remote that I can use now. But yeah, if you go down this path, this particular seller here, I'm going to advertise him because he's been fantastic help. He's sent me extra remotes, he got me to send my remote back, reprogram it, so forth. I'll do the whole text and everything through the rest of this video. But anyway, this first part of the video here is just basically going over everything I've tried, and the end result was I had to go for a genuine remote or key fob. Yeah, so the rest of the video, like I said, it's just basically how I got to this stage now. So enjoy.
Hello, wondering if you can help. I can program the remote, but it's very slow. My OEM remote cycles the locks instantly when reprogramming, but the remote I got from you, I need to press and hold for about 7 seconds, then the door lock cycle. After I turn the ignition off to complete the recoding, my OEM remote works fine, but the one I got from you does nothing. I don't know why. Any ideas?
Hello, I'm not sure what the problem might be. Have you tried changing the battery? It uses a County Route 2032 battery. I can send out a couple of batteries to try if you don't have any.
I have not tried a new battery. No, yes please.
Okay, I'll post out a couple of batteries tonight and see how you go with that. Regards.
Okay, just to show you here, so that's your remote, my original remote. Battery's changed, ignition's off, door open, close, accessories, 1, 2, 3, door cycled, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and that's not doing nothing. There it goes. After about 30 seconds, I press mine. Straight away. Ignition off. Now if I try to use yours, nothing happens. If I press mine, the boot will open. You probably should hear that. Yep. So mine works straight away. This one doesn't.
I changed the battery, but the fob still doesn't work. I received the new battery you sent me today.
Hi mate, I watched your video. Two things I noticed is the door lock cycled more than one time, which means there is either a fault somewhere, or you pressed the demister too fast, and the car is not in programming mode. The door locks should cycle once to confirm it's in programming mode. The original remote gets deleted once it's in programming mode, and I think you did not delete the original at all. It's most likely a faulty actuator in one of the doors. You can check by using the power lock switch on the door if there is one. It should lock all doors. If the locks cycle again, when you use the power lock switch or one of the doors do not, it means one of the actuators is not working. And also you two-tail DIs need to press the remote for 10 seconds, you need to press the lock button for 1 second and release. And press it 2 or 3 times until the doors cycle again. But first you need to enter programming mode. It looks like you are pressed the demister button too fast. Press and hold for 1 second each time 3 times. See how you go and get back to me please. Regards.
Okay, I will try a bit slower. My remote only works with boot, that is why I need a new fob. If I fiddle enough I can unlock, lock the doors with my fob, and all 4 doors do lock and unlock, but it's annoying to keep doing that. With my fob, if I don't press the boot when reprogramming, my fob doesn't work with my car anymore. I know it's going into programming mode, but I will do it again, slower this time. I will show you that my fob will not work if I don't program it as well.
From the look and sound of it, I believe the problem is the actuators in the door, not your remote or the new one. The door locks should only cycle once for programming and stay locked when using the key or power lock switch. Something to have a look at.
G'day. So I didn't know I could send you a link through YouTube last time, and I made a video as quick and as short as possible, in case, depending on file size, to what size I had to send the video. So right now, I haven't changed anything yet. So if I press the boot, see, my remote works. My key fob works. So now, I'll get your remote ready. So you reckon I only have to press the button once. Now it shouldn't matter which button I press, right? But we'll see. Stay there. Okay. I'm going to open the door, close it, do all that sequence. Accessories. 1000. 1000. 1000. That didn't work. Do it again. Ignition off. Because it says in the manual, it says you got 5 seconds to press that 3 times. Open, close, accessories. 1, 2, 3. Door cycle. Now remote. Okay, now I won't do my remote. I'll turn the ignition off. Now if I press this one, nothing happens. If I press my remote, a little red light's got to come on. See, nothing happening. You see that little red light in there? Sorry, there. There's a little red light in there. Blinking away. See, my remote no longer works. If I try and unlock the car with if I get the button in the right position, I can get that lock function to work, see? Not working. I'll do that again with the light off. Okay. See, that's the lock and unlock on my remote. Nothing's happening. Boot. Get in there. Nothing happening. Your remote. Nothing happening.
I don't agree. My remote programs and the car responds like it should. I can clear the fob from programming and reprogram my fob.
I'm not arguing with you. Just troubleshooting to try and figure out where the problem may be and help you sort it out. Worst case, you can send both back for a full refund. Did you check the actuators using the power lock switch on the door? Do all door lock? Also, did you check that your remote was actually deleted? Try the procedure without reprogramming the originator in the same procedure, then test to see if it's deleted. The car exits programming mode after 30 seconds, I believe. Maybe you did not delete the original.
At the moment, all the doors are unlocked. Boot locked. Oh no, it's not. Okay, boot locked. Or shut, I should say. Now, yeah, Okay, so you just heard the doors, like, I'll do it again. So unlock it, lock it. Locked, locked. Locked and locked. Okay, so your key does nothing, and mine does nothing as well. The car still. There's nothing wrong with my actuators. I have done this to other ELs, AUs and BAs and never had a problem before, so I think I'm going to have to send the fob back to you. Anyway, so even mine right now doesn't work. Yes, it does. So let's fix that. I'll lock that boot again, because the car beeps at you when even the boot's open. Okay. I don't remember if I programmed my key in last night or not. Sorry I didn't get this to you sooner, because just with work and everything I didn't get a chance to come here sooner. Okay, so now we'll do the cycle. So open the door, close it, accessories, 1, 2, 3, door will lock, doesn't open again, so the actuators aren't triggering it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, plus the time I talked. So turn the ignition off, the doors unlock. Now my key fob should not work. I just, for good measure, turn the ignition on and back off. Now if I try to unlock the boot, nothing. I don't know if you can see that light in there. I'll turn this light off. And boot not opening. Okay. I'll do it again. So just I'm going to do your key fob only. Open the door, close it, accessories, 1, 2, 3. Only cycled down to lock once. So doing that does nothing. What if I press? That's what I was about to say. It does nothing. It does something. Okay. So now that's done, I'll turn the car off. Car unlocks. Nothing. Doesn't lock. Doesn't unlock. I'm going to do it again. Ignition off. Accessories. 1, 2, 3. This I'm just going to hold. Okay, see that? So the door cycled a couple of times at a time by holding the button down, not just by pressing it, but by actually holding the thumb down. But still, does nothing. I'll do it again. Ignition off. Actually, I should have done that in the first place. Try that. Do it again. So, accessories, door open, closed. Oh, backwards. Hang on. Okay. So open, close, accessories, 1, 2, 3. Wait for the door to cycle. Now I'll give it a couple of seconds just to make sure it doesn't do it again. Okay. Press and hold. So that's what's supposed to happen. Ignition off. Doors unlock. Everything seems good. But then nothing. Take the keys out of the ignition. Pretend I got out. Hop back in. Pretend I got out. Nothing. It programs but does nothing. I'm going to have to send it back here. I'll do the process again with my fob. So, actually, we'll do this one more time for good measure. Press the remote. Come on. It's tricky to get in there. See, bit's not opening. I can press this one to lock and unlock the car. Oh, look at that. Got it first go. Nothing happening, okay? So now open, close, accessories, 1, 2, 3. Doors locked. Press the fob. Does what it's supposed to do. Doors locked. Turn the car off. And now
Thanks for your detailed YouTube video. If only all our buyers sent a video, it would probably save a lot of remotes returned. Okay, it looks like you're doing everything right. And the problem is our remotes. There is one last thing I can try from my end. We normally generate these remotes from an original remote, doing what's called a special copy, which normally works and sold hundreds of them. But there is another option on the cloning machine to do a normal copy which sometimes works. Do you want me to send out another one using this method, and if that doesn't work then send all 3 of them back? Or if you've given up, I am happy to accept the 2 of them back and refund your money. Regards.
Yes, please. At the end of the day, all I want is a working remote. My next option was going to be buying one from Autobahn, but I need to order it and pay postage. If that didn't work, I can return the fob but lose on postage. I am a little confused by when you said, send all 3 back. I only ordered 1 and received 1. If you sent me another, that will make 2. I'm also happy to send the old one back if the other one works, or both back if both don't work. I'm happy to wait and work it out with you, and I appreciate your efforts in wanting to help in return. Yes, trying to explain in writing or over the phone is never as good as live video, so you can see firsthand. Cheers.
Sorry for a minute, I thought I sent you second remote already. Check the notes and it was the spare batteries I sent. So I meant to say 2 remotes, not 3. Okay. I will send out another remote with a paid return envelope. Tracking number is, fingers crossed it will work. Regards.
Thank you.
No worries, I posted it today. Please keep me updated.
Fob arrived. Bad news, I tried a few times. I also did a BCM and ECU flush by disconnecting the battery for 5 minutes. Not the same, but still not right. This remote programs, but will only unlock my car. The lock and boot buttons do nothing. I was wondering if one last option is possible. What would the success rate be if I sent my OEM fob to you to clone it? Is that an option? Cheers.
I could try to do a special copy from yours, and should work without programming.
Okay, I'll post everything tomorrow. I will make sure mine is programmed before sending.
Please send it with SRS tracking number, because I do not get to the post office every day.
Post office said the price of post went up 3 days ago. I paid the extra. No need to refund the extra post paid. Cheers.
Thanks, mate. My post office told me that they allow 3 months to keep using $3 for postage. Please keep your eye on the tracking and message me when it arrives. I will make a special trip to the post officer for your remote. Regards. Please.
Will do. Thanks. Also, the new battery removed from the packet I tested with is back in the packaging, meaning the original battery the first remote came with is back to how it was.
Too easy. Hi mate, I've tried tracking your parcel on AU's post website, but it's not working for some reason. Are you able to track it from your end and give me an update?
I got a message just now, awaiting collection.
Okay mate, I will be heading that way early next week and keep you updated. I will express post it once I have programmed it.
Okay, thanks. Just wondering, Once it's programmed and everything works, what's the likelihood it will still work if I ever need to reprogram the fobs?
It should still work after reprogramming.
A friendly reminder. Thank you.
HI mate, I will be going to the post office tomorrow and keep you updated. Cheers.
Thank you.
Sorry mate, something came up and I was unable to go to the post office yesterday. I will be going tomorrow, Friday. The post office is 1 hour away from where I live.
Okay, that makes it challenging.
It does make life harder. Sorry for the inconvenience. Heading over there now. Hi mate, I have your remote and I've cloned it. It should be ready to use. Don't do the programming procedure again, or else you'll delete the remotes. I'll send it off today for you.
Looking forward to it. That's a concern though. When the day comes and I need to reprogram it, I won't be able to. Hopefully it works perfect. I never needed to reprogram the fob for my AU before looking for a new one. 22 years, so chances are, if everything goes to plan, I never need to again. Cheers. Thanks for the update.
You shouldn't need to reprogram it, but if you have to, technically speaking, you should be able to reprogram both of them. I still to this day can't understand why the other remotes didn't work if you're doing the procedure right and the car is in order. Fingers crossed, the new ones works.
Fingers crossed. I'm very hopeful this time it will all be good. Hi, key fobs arrived today. What can I say? You went above and beyond to try to help me, and I will leave really good feedback. I don't know why, but my fob works fine. Straight from the post to working. The fob from you. Unlock pops the boot and nothing else. The lock and boot buttons do nothing. I think it's time I just paid for a new OEM fob. Big money, but nothing else seems to work. I don't understand why this has been such a big challenge. I will not ask for a refund either. You tried your best to help me. I can't think of any one last thing to try. All out of options. Cheers.
Wow. Sorry mate, I don't understand why it doesn't work on your car. I have sold thousands of these remotes over the years, so it beats me. I copied each button separately from your remote. Look, I'll be happy to refund it for you, but will you pay for the return postage?
Yes, I can do that. That's very much appreciated as well. I'll put the refund towards a Ford OEM fob. I might be wrong, but I think it has something to do with my car's date being one of the last AU1. Technically my car is AU1, according to build date. AU2 on the Rego papers. I have already tried AU2 remotes, and nothing at all happens with them. I didn't keep your post address, I'll need it again. Thank you.
Please send towards car keys. Let me know when you post it.
Thank you. I apologize for not replying sooner. A lot is happening. I'll be taking my car out of the garage finally, tomorrow or Tuesday. I want to test the remote again, outside of the steel walls and roof. I know it shouldn't affect the fob, but I've seen stranger things happen. I'll be in touch. Cheers.
No worries.
No luck, it doesn't want to play at all now. I tried to do them clear the remote so no remote worked and then reprogram it, but it won't reprogram. Mine did. I'll send it back next week. Again, thanks for all your support.
Okay, if you open a return request, we will pay for the postage, but you need to choose right option for the reason you are returning it when you open a request.
G'day, righto, so I just want to show you one last video. I got another key fob from eBay, which looks like mine, but it's one button. It does show in the advertisement on eBay that it's actually a 2-button remote, but the second button is missing, so I can't even find a case for that. So it'll just have to be a 1-button job, but it's okay. So we'll start off with close the door, ignition on, 1, 2, 3. I'll wait the 30 seconds. So the door's cycled down to lock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and then we'll just go for a little bit longer just for good measure. Okay, keys off, door cycles up, everything's happy. So now we'll open the door again, close it, accessories, 1, 2, 3, and if your remote worked right now it'd be cool. Okay, so door cycled down, press the one from eBay, press mine, and press yours, God, I wish it worked right now. I'd be happy. The other remotes would still do something after about 10 or 15 seconds. But nothing. Not saying that it doesn't work with other AUs, just my car in particular doesn't like aftermarket key fobs. Okay, so now I'll turn the ignition off. And I'll open the door and close it just for good measure. The eBay one I got. That's my fault. Hang on. I've got to lock and unlock the car by key. The car thinks it's still open. Okay, locked by key. Now unlocked by key. Now I'll do that again. See, that works. Unlock. And my key fob. Lock. I know you don't like it to work, but yours, nothing, unfortunately. Anyway, we gave it our best. Thanks for all your efforts again. And yeah, I'll send this back later on this afternoon or tomorrow morning.
We gave it a try, sorry mate.
Alright, so there you go. I unlocked the car. Locked the car. Beautiful. Mine still wants to play funny buggers. But like I said, I've resold it inside. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's just the way it is. The little light comes on, but that doesn't mean that it wants to play games. Yeah, it doesn't want to play games. That's alright. I've got one that works now, so I'm happy about that. Right, well, thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.